There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Finding open areas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, and now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for the big play. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. You want to talk about converting a 4th down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. 4th down time, you only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big 1st down.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the 1st down. Let's not do too many more of those.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Nice job on the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Miami, 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
0.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The lone back's got it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Hurricanes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll line up to go for 2. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Oh, what a cut! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. The snap sets up the throw. Zings it complete to the right. They will score! Touchdown, Miami!
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. Turning it on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Willingham. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. there's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And that is no good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. That's caught. It's Willingham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 45. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Using his feet. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the big fella to the corner. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
It's on target and complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really really wants to go to on third down?
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Finds a tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I get it. This QB has to make a play. They're trailing in the football game. Time's running out. But, man, we also got to know when to throw that thing away and not take the big loss. Just what this defense needed, trying to preserve the lead late in this football game.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. To short hands, it's Thomas. Oh, he found a space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on third and goal. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great job by the defense there on third down, allowing the catch but not allowing him in the end zone. They are playing big with their backs against the wall with the game on the line. Fourth down.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Miami.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Big fella moving. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And that penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They go to the ground and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Third down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to run it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. It's 4th down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The the decision to go for it does not pan out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.